Now, with holidays on the horizon, the South African Police Service and the Ministry of Police, led by General Becky Cele, have launched the nationwide Safer Festive Season operations in the Western Cape. For more, we're joined by the Western Cape Provincial MEC of Community Safety and Police Oversight, that's Reagan Allen. MEC, thank you for being with us. Is the province prepared? We know that criminals do also go on something of a spree towards the end of the year.
Francis, thank you so much for bringing us into this conversation. Yes, we are prepared. We have been calling for this particular Safer Festive Season launch to be as early as possible, considering that we are wanting to build momentum into the solid festive season, which is end of November right into December. There will be a number of vehicle checkpoints, including roadblocks, including high visibility, but not only in places where tourists and where we will go on holiday, but also in our crime hotspot areas. And that will be an integrated approach between the Western Cape government's LEAD program, but also City of Cape Town and municipalities across our province, including Metro Police. So we are looking forward to seeing the actual rollout. I can also confirm that this high density and high visibility is as a result of a number of officers who has been recalled from their leave period in order to boost the actual numbers that we have on the ground. So the Western Cape government welcomes the fact that the national launch was here in our province.
Is that Operation Chanela? And that preempts my next question. Will there be real cooperation between the municipal officials, the province and national government? Sometimes it seems that there hasn't always been full cooperation.
Francis, over the last 540 days since my appointment, one of my tasks and missions was to make sure that we can foster working relationships. We have seen that even on the
MEC,
at the national level is working together, and that is what we are calling for consistently, because we are wanting to ensure that our residents can ultimately be safer.
All right, we lost your sound very briefly, but we got the sense of what you were saying. Thank you very much. MEC, the Mayor of Cape Town has been talking about the so-called construction mafia moving to the Cape. Just tell me to what extent the construction mafia or other extortion activities are now underway in the province.
Francis, sadly, since the beginning of this year, we have seen extortion not only in the construction site, but also at local spaza shops within various communities. That is definitely unacceptable. We have the task team, which is City of Cape Town, together with SABC and our department cooperate. We also have relaunched our integrated approach to make sure that we can actually bring these perpetrators to book. The City of Cape Town has also launched their hotline, which is 0800 006 992. Any person that has any information with regards to extortion, they can report it anonymously so that action can be taken. We wouldn't want to land up in a scenario where we see elements like what we have seen in KZN or in Gauteng. That is not what we want in our province, and we want these perpetrators to be brought to book.
Is there any room for negotiation with extortionists? I've heard some commentary that people are desperate, that communities possibly do need to be brought on board, and there's not enough resources to deal with the construction mafia anyway. So some have said, let's talk about some sort of solution. Or do you believe that each and every extortionist demand should be quashed immediately?
Francis, to state to state firmly, it must never be allowed. We must never allow any form of lawlessness to happen. We have seen, even when we have seen lawlessness in our country, it must never be allowed. So we are firm in that regard. Any person breaking the law, extorting any business that is delaying service delivery, that is delaying infrastructure capabilities within the City of Cape Town, should ultimately be condemned. We must never negotiate with any criminal, never negotiate with any perpetrators of crime, and that message must be consistent not only in our province but across the entire country. It's as if one is going to then want to negotiate with gang members as well, whereas the Prevention of Organised Criminal Activities Justice Act is very clear. Even being part of a gang is a criminal offence. We must never get to a point where we negotiate with any person that is committing any form of crime. The justice system must deal with that person effectively, because we cannot allow lawlessness to happen.
All right, Provincial MEC of Community Safety and Police Oversight, Reagan Allen, thank you very much for your time.